Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Mushpoie Gears, where I will be conducting some brief interviews amongst the player base. With me today I have Esmillo, a level 140 Elementor from the guild Glory. Thank you for coming in today. Alright, so first question here. When did you start FlyFF and what's the story behind that?
Um, Started playing Life. I want to say back in 2014, maybe 2013.
Okay, yeah.
I don't remember the exact year, but it was about a about a decade ago. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was kind of just looking for something to do online with a couple, friends that I went to school with or what have you. Came across this and just been rocking with it. Took a break and then came back.
Alright, word, yeah. Did you like play till like FlyFF Gold and all that came out or?
No, so I played um when I was playing, I played up until whenever the season was, and
Oh yeah.
then uh, which was I would say roughly I want to say I stopped around maybe like 2017,
Okay,
maybe
okay, yeah.
around that time, and then I took a break, so I missed all of the third job class changes and anything else that came out, and I didn't get to experience any of that.
Yeah, yeah, fair, fair. It came like pretty late. Um, alright, yeah, sick. So what are your favorite and least favorite parts of FlyFF Universe?
Um, the favorite part is definitely
Yeah.
the community base. I do enjoy the grind of leveling.
Mm,
Um, but when it comes to this version, the grind was definitely a lot easier, which uh, allowed me to get to in-game content relatively fast. But now that I'm there, it's really nothing to do. So I guess in this one, I guess I don't like the leveling aspect because it's very easy to obtain. And that's one thing I liked about the old Flight was that it was actually difficult. Took
yeah.
a lot of time. Um, the party system was one of my favorites because before you would still need a full party, but you would only need one person around you, and then that built up a I guess a way for you to get to meet different people, and then
Yeah.
eventually you get your permanent partner, and you kind of like ride it out to in-game content, which just happened to take a very, very long time.
Yeah.
But again, the community is, why I was there, and also the guild aspects of it. So them taking that out, and making it a lot easier is probably something that I don't like, even though I'm sure a lot of people don't like leveling, but it was a part of the game. So
Yeah, I feel like it's a bittersweet kind of thing. And like I
yeah.
remember definitely like quests back in the day. It was fucking impossible to get quest item drops like that. So I remember like hating to do quests, and in this game I feel like you could do a quest 10 times over in like an hour of grinding.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what are your current thoughts on the community right now, like where it stands?
Um, I feel like we're kind of light. We only have like a few, maybe like three or four guilds that are, massive, and they kind of like essentially like really run the server.
Yeah.
But it's not as populated as I would like for it to be. I think the mid range, I would say probably the levels between like maybe like 60 and 90 have the best community versus uh the top end being like 120 plus. It's like you kind of already know everybody in a small town. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody really knows everybody. Versus, I remember playing before another server. It used to be so many people. One of my best things I used to do was love going through like Darkon City because there's so many shops, which means there was so many people, and it
Yeah.
was just be impossible to really get around and see everything. So I just think our community is very, I guess, easily monopolized the way it is right now.
Yeah, fair, fair. All right. Let's see what else do I got here. Oh yeah, what would you like to see out of FlyFF Universe in the near future? Is there anything like update wise or content
Mm.
that you'd like to see?
Yeah, I want to see Elementers do more damage in PvP.
Yeah.
That is, that is what I want to see. apparently, people who got to experience third job changes say, "Hey, third job changes is the deal. It was the fix. It's coming."
Yeah.
Um, but those are all assumptions. You know what I mean? No GM has said, "Hey, third job change is coming." It's just people who played it previously, which now when they come out with these updates, they make modifications, so we don't know what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
We just assume that it's gonna be the same or what have you. And me personally, like, I haven't even experienced it, so all I have is what we have now, which is what I know. Um, I mean, if they come out with apparently they're gonna come out with these instances, which we've seen in the I think it was the autumn update, I believe is what we saw.
Mm.
Um, I'm very curious to see what they're doing. It seems like they're taking a approach very similar to some other MMORPGs, which is fine, to boost the PvE playing style content in this game. I do love PvP as well, but uh, I think one thing that would be amazing, right, is like they take Azria, and Azria has so many hidden walls, right?
Yeah.
And you run into them, you're like, dang, I can't go this way. Dang, I can't go that way,
Yeah.
right? Well, I feel like if you in the arena and you attack someone, if you try to run out, it'll be like, hey, you can't go this way. Like you're stuck.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
yeah.
you got to fight that out. You know what I mean? That would be that would change the game for arena alone, because you just can't. Well, like, where are you gonna go? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
you gotta fight that out.
Yeah, you can't just
Um,
like run out of the arena, poke like everybody does.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be a. I might put that in the suggestions chat actually, because that'd be a big one right there. They figure that out. Oh man, it'll change the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, but other than that, I mean, I just kind of go with the flow. I'm just waiting for this apparently in the magical third job change update, which is gonna come after the autumn update because it's not in that update. So
Yeah.
and just kind of see how things go.
Yeah, word, word. And like along the lines of the whole like content thing, like if they do make third jobs, it could be something completely different. 'Cause like you're kind of right in how like everybody's got this like idea from the past, but then you see things like Asria when it came out is like a completely different map, and
Right, exactly.
yeah, and like totally different mobs and giants and shit. So yeah, you never
Yeah.
know. All right, have you come across anybody you used to know in the old game?
Yeah. So crazy story. I joined back this game because a good friend of mine who he used to be my old guild leader, um, about a decade ago, he came back and he was like, "Yeah, we back, da 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 da, on the game." So
Yeah,
I joined, and me and him were both new to the server. We didn't know nobody, and I joined Saint. I was in Saint first,
yeah,
and I was in Saint. I was riding Saint around level 50, give or take. And I was like, I'm finally in Darkon, and I'm like, oh, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. So I set up a shop and try to make some money so I can obviously buy stuff.
yeah,
And then I get a Facebook message randomly one day from Trengy, and she's like, you're on the server? I'm like, I mean, yeah, I am, and she found me in the shop, because I had my shop set up. I'm
yeah.
using the same IGN that I used a decade ago,
Mhm.
and she invites me to Glory, which is the guild that I'm in now. And I knew quite a few people in Glory, but the guild that I originated from was actually Kern, right?
Oh
So
yeah, like Tempest?
yeah,
Yeah,
so a lot of people in Tempest, there's another guild called Jade. They had
yeah,
a in and out for each other. However, we were all really really good friends. So then when met the Kern people, I know like maybe like 80% of the current guild
yeah,
from a
yeah.
from a decade ago. So ran into all those guys, and yeah, here we are. So I mean, if I wasn't in Glory, I would definitely be in Kern. But
Yeah, I could picture it.
yeah, but my loyalty is definitely to training, because she found me, recruited me, and if I'm in the guild, I'm gonna be loyal to the guild and loyal to the people around me. So
Yeah, of course, of
kind of
course.
where I am.
Yeah, word. It's pretty sick to see like how many people you recognize, like even if you never talk to them, like how many names you see that you're like, damn, like 12, 10 fucking years ago, I seen these people running around the same kind of way, you know?
Hmm. I agree.
All right, well, question number 7 here. Any closing words for the Flife Universe community?
I mean, it's such a interesting server that we're on. Definitely wish to have more people. And I can't even say that it's not like a good server. It's just it's not enough people to say that whether it's has a positive climate or a toxic climate. So I
Yeah,
just want everyone to just enjoy the game, enjoy the class that they choose, and keep pushing to in-game content. I do hope that we get more elementers in the top because it's not a lot, but a lot of people don't want to play elementer because what do you do when you get to max level? You go guild seed and PvP, and we're not there yet. So they make them the power level people, and then they pick a different class or something like that. But
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, for the most part, I think people just enjoy the game for what it's worth. Come to the arena, have fun with us, and you know just enjoy it. It is a good game. I do see a lot of the changes that the GMs are making.
yeah.
So kudos to them, and I'm glad that they actually do listen to the community, except my elemental comments. But other than that, we're good to go.
Yeah, we'll hope that Elms make a comeback someday soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, along your closing message there, I definitely agree. Come to the arena. It's always a fun time. Having a good
Right.
ass week in the arena.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, word. Well, yeah, thanks for your time here. And yeah.